Are you after a football simulator that actually feels like real football? If you're tired of the skating on ice speed of recent FC entries or the bare bones feel of some eFootball releases, stick around. I found a way to get a proper simulation experience using Pro Evolution Soccer 2021, but not in its stock form. I'm talking about a heavily modded build called Football Life 26 with the new mega patch, and trust me, it feels like someone resurrected the soul of classic PS and polished it for modern play. You might think PS 2021 and its modding scenes are old news. They've been around for years. So why should you care now? Because the mega patch changes things in a big way. It's not just roster updates and new kits. The gameplay itself has been overhauled in ways that make this the most satisfying PES 2021 experience I've had in a long time. If you want a football simulation where build-up, technique, and tactical nuance matter more than spamming pace and flashy tricks, Football Life 26 is worth a look. This all-in-one mod packs modern rosters, improved visuals, atmosphere tweaks, smarter AI, and a gameplay model that rewards thoughtful play. Many of these community mods are free. You don't have to wait for the next commercial release to feel authentic match tension. So what exactly is Football Life 26 with the mega patch? Think of PS 2021 reborn by a passionate fanbase. The mega patch takes the base game and adds layers of polish, updated squads, authentic kits, realistic stadiums, better crowd behavior, and crucially, gameplay adjustments that lean into simulation rather than arcade. It's more than cosmetics. It changes how matches unfold. Let's start with the on-pitch feel because that's where this mod shines. From the first few matches, you'll notice the tempo. The game lets you set a pace that matches what you want, but even on default settings, it plays closer to an actual football match than many modern titles. Instead of teleport passes or hyper-fast through balls that bypass midfield, Football Life 26 rewards methodical build-up. You'll probe, rotate the ball, lure defenders out of position, and wait for a real opening. Quick counter-attacks still work, but they feel earned rather than game-breaking. Passing in this mod is one of the most satisfying mechanics I've experienced in a long while. Assisted passing is accurate and reliable, but dipping into manual timing and direction is where it becomes artful. A well-timed lofted ball over the defense or a measured through pass into the channel gives a tactile satisfaction you don't really get in more arcade-focused games. Passes vary subtly in weight and trajectory, so there's real variety. No canned animation that makes every attack feel the same. Finishing inside the box deserves special mention. Goals feel deserved because goalkeepers act like actual keepers. Competent, capable of heroic saves, but not supernatural. Placement, curl, and timing matter. Finesse shots are about finding the angle and the touch, not mashing a shoot button and praying for a highlight reel outcome. Power shots exist, but the balance favors placement over brute force, which makes each successful finish feel like a legitimate achievement. If I have one small complaint, it's that long-range strikes sometimes lack that thunderbolt drama. The banger from 30 yards occasionally feels underpowered. Others have pointed this out too, so it's likely a tuning choice that may evolve as the community iterates on the mega patch. If you found a technique that consistently produces screamers, drop a comment and teach the rest of us. Defense in Football Life 26 is a revelation compared to many modern football titles. In some games, defending often feels like an endless string of manual one-on-one moments where your teammates stand round while you chase attackers. Here, defenders work as a collective unit. The A positions itself intelligently, marks opponents, and supports your interventions. It's not perfect. There are times a defender will hesitate or miss a read, but overall defending feels team-oriented and authentic. Tackles feel meaningful, and positional discipline is rewarded. Dribbling is another area where this mod departs from the flashy, pattern-based approach. Instead of relying on endless skill move spamming, dribbling emphasizes momentum, balance, and body positioning. You win duels by reading a defender's weight and timing your change of pace, not by cycling through an animation menu. That doesn't mean skill moves are useless. They still have their place, but they feel like an organic part of a player's toolkit rather than the dominant gameplay loop. The way fouls are handled has been refined as well. In older PES versions, I remember being frustrated by inconsistent foul calls, especially when playing against the CPU. The Mega Patch improves that dynamic. If you're clever with your dribbling and use feints to create contact, you'll draw fouls more reliably. That means more set-piece situations and penalties when they're deserved, something that often gets missed in other titles. There are still occasional referee misreads, but the general sense of fairness is a strong step forward. Movement animations might not be as glossy as those in the latest big studio titles, but they carry a different kind of realism. Players feel grounded. There's none of the skating sensation where feet don't grip the turf. Collisions, headers, and physical contests have weight and consequence. Those details add up. Every challenge, every aerial duel, every jostle feels like it could change possession, and that uncertainty makes matches compelling. Ball physics are where Football Life 26 really distinguishes itself. The ball behaves like a real object, weighty, susceptible to deflections, and often unpredictable. You'll see ricochets off studs, awkward clearances, and weird bounces that turn into legitimate goal-mouth scramble moments. Those spontaneous events make matches feel alive. You can't always predict how the ball will react, and that's part of the charm. It keeps you engaged and creates genuine, memorable moments. Atmosphere-wise, the Mega Patch nails the small but vital things. Stadium lighting, crowd reactions, and environmental touches like fog or a muddy pitch suddenly matter. Night fixtures feel distinct from afternoon matches. The crowd design enhances immersion rather than breaking it. Commentary, when present, doesn't get in the way. It complements what's happening on screen. CPU behavior has also improved. Teams show more varied tactical approaches, mixing direct play with careful possession depending on opponent and match context. You won't face a CPU that runs the same scripted patterns every match. Instead, builds and defenses shift dynamically, forcing you to adapt. That unpredictability makes each game unique and encourages tactical thinking rather than rote repetition. At this point, you might wonder why this mod feels superior to FC or eFootball. For many players, FC delivers high production values and polished presentation, but tends toward arcade mechanics and speed-oriented play. That leads to a gameplay loop where pace and skill move spam can overpower strategy. eFootball, particularly in some recent releases, has focused more on monetization and less on robust single-player depth. Football Live 26 shows what PIS could still offer: a simulation-first approach that values tactical nuance, realistic physics, and an authentic match feel. It's honestly impressive that a committed modding community can produce such a compelling experience while official studios sometimes miss the mark. The passion and attention to detail here are staggering. Imagine what could happen if developers partnered with mod communities or adopted some of their innovations. The result could satisfy both simulation purists and casual fans. If you've been frustrated with mainstream football titles, give Football Life a try. You'll be surprised how satisfying it feels to build an attack, find that perfect through ball, and watch a finish unfold that actually feels earned. If you're new to modded PES, there's a bit of setup involved, installing the Mega Patch, importing squads, and adjusting sliders, but it's worth the effort. The community is active, and there are plenty of step-by-step guides to help you get started. A few practical tips before you dive in: tweak passing and tempo settings early. Start with slightly more conservative tempo and assisted passing, then gradually introduce manual timing and lofted through balls as you get comfortable. Practice set pieces and finesse shots in training. Placement-focused finishing works better here than brute force. Use player runs and manual through balls to exploit channels. Movement off the ball is crucial. Learn to time passes for splitting defenses rather than blasting into their feet. Spend some time with defensive shape settings and the AI support sliders. A well-balanced defensive setup minimizes chaotic one-on-one chasing. Follow community patch notes and update bundles. The Mega Patch is an evolving project. Keep an eye on fixes and tweaks that refine ball physics, keeper behavior, and long-range shot tuning. A legal and ethical note. Most community mods are distributed freely by enthusiasts, but modding can sometimes touch on copyright issues with assets like official kits or stadium likenesses. Always use reputable sources, respect community guidelines, and avoid downloading from sketchy sites. Before I sign off, one last tip: be patient. eFootball Life 20 Chi rewards study and repetition. Unlike arcade-first titles where raw reflexes and button mashing can win games, this mod rewards tactical thinking, timing, and an appreciation for football's subtleties. Spend time practicing through balls, crosses, and set pieces. Learn how different players' attributes affect ball control and finishing. Once you do, you'll find matches feel deep, tactical, and incredibly rewarding. If you like this overview and want more deep dives into modded football games, specific setup guides for Football Life 26, or a breakdown of slider recommendations and tactical presets, let me know. Share your favorite moments or techniques from the mega patch. I want to hear about the goals that made you jump out of your seat. That's all from me for now. If you're craving a genuine football simulation, Football Life 26 with the mega patch is a perfect place to start. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video.